All right.
Bunsburger's Big Ideas.
Oh, did we already start?
Kind of.
All right, cool. I'm Eric Jaworski with my co-host, Riley Shine.
Here I am.
Yeah, see? I told you. It's just natural.
We flipped.
Here I am.
Raise your hand if you're not present.
How do you do? Yeah. Well, you got to be... Are you guys watching on YouTube today?
You should be watching on YouTube. If you haven't,
well, you're looking stylish today. Is
thank you.
New entourage?
It's Sam's Club polos.
Oh, okay. I love it.
They're really nice, though.
I haven't been to Sam's Club in eons. When Costco opened, we went from Sam's to Costco. But Costco was closer.
No, that makes sense. And that's the reason I don't go to Costco.
Because it's farther.
Yeah, it's farther.
Yeah, see? So.
But, I mean, it's, one and the same.
Yeah, it kind of is. Well, Sam's Club is bulk, and then Costco's bulk, but like with little individual bulks.
Yes,
yeah.
they do it better, and their hot dogs are arguably a little bit better, too.
Okay.
Yeah, you've heard the Costco dog. It's like $1.50.
Well, yeah, it hasn't changed pricing. Yeah,
20 years.
Yeah, Nikki brought the kids there for lunch today. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And as we kind of talk hospitality and service, right? Like the hospitality, in my opinion, at Costco is better. Right?
Yeah, I would agree.
From a customer service standpoint, like we would go and I think this is what, some of the conversation around what we do and how we do it is, right? Like, how do you get people to want to come to you when other people are serving the same stuff? You said it.
Yeah.
Sam's and Costco, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So what's different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the service, it's the hospitality behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny you say that because, anytime I go to Sam's Club, because it's closer, I'm like, I eye the concession stand. Like, do I want a pretzel? Do I want something? And it's just a line like crazy. And I'm like, sometimes the service isn't great.
Sure.
Whatever. I'll pass.
Yeah. Right.
But you go to Costco, and people literally will go to Costco to eat at the concessions, like lunch, right? Yeah. I've gone with my brother. Like, it's just a thing. And you go and you go sit through those lines because there's that service, there's the hospitality behind it.
Yeah, there's just something to be said about that. And, I think, too, just keeping up on renovations, we opened a brand new restaurant.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Team Verona.
Congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you.
The organization, Isabel and the entire team. Super cool to open new restaurants. But it's shiny, right? Mm-hmm. And that restaurant was, 50 years old. I mean, it still had the swivel chairs. So, like, for those of you that remember a long time, like, swivel chairs.
Wooden decor.
Super nostalgic. But I think even that's the difference, right? Like, you want to go to a place where you feel welcome, it has a good atmosphere with good people. So keeping up on renovations, building new restaurants, remodels, right? Like, that's all important too. Yeah. Because Sam's Club went through one, but Costco was building, and then all of a sudden you're going to a brand new location, right? That's up, and the people are there, and then Sam's Club, it feels different.
It does,
right?
Yeah.
And it's the same stuff. It just feels different.
It's funny because totally not. I mean, same Costco versus Sam's Club.
Oh gosh, is that what we're in? Yeah,
that's what we were in.
No,
I was in, I think, Florida. I was in a different state, right?
Yeah.
And I walked into a Sam's Club, and it felt like Costco, like the layout.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
Like, it was newer. It was, and they had they had it laid out more like a Costco.
Sure.
Than a Sam's Club. So I'm like, okay, I see what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing,
But and today we're going to talk like service versus hospitality, right? But it is like we all serve something, right? But it's the hospitality that can make the difference.
It is. Let's listen to this TikTok clip real quick, and then we'll just keep talking about it.
Awesome.
The difference between service and hospitality. Service is how you get the product from A to B. Hospitality is how you make a human being feel. In restaurant business, we say we are as good as our last service. But today we get improved. There should be value. There should be atmosphere. It's about welcome someone that's coming to your house. If you're coming to my house, first thing I'm going to do is open the door and I'm going to smile. I'm going to offer to take your coats. I'm going to know what you eat. That's what a part of service is.
Why can't we just open the door? Like, it makes perfect sense.
Yep. It used to be huge. Like, I don't know. I grew up opening the doors, right? Yeah. And for customers, you just always would. Like, you'd wait, right? Oh, I love waiting. And you open the door and then people are like running into the door. Right? Like, that's fun, right? It's fun to watch people run to open.
Yeah. Even if I'm not working, like, I'll just go into the grocery store, back on Sam's Club. Yeah. Well, they don't have doors, but... But you're going through a door and there's someone behind you. You hold it open and they're like, "Oh, thanks," and they do the little jog. It's so funny.
Well, I don't know if it's the fast-paced environment or new culture or expectations or whatever it is, but those simple gestures can make a huge difference. And I love what he said. Like, when you welcome somebody into your house, you open the door and you smile, right? Like,
welcome.
How does that translate into business, or why doesn't it translate into
Right.
business as much?
Well, and I don't want to say it's a generational thing because it's not necessarily a generational thing, but I think it's just maybe the industry has gotten away from those hospitality cues.
Sure.
Or those hospitality cues have been masqueraded in something else,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like TikTok or just like some other form of content or some other form
Sure.
of interaction that maybe we just don't seek it as much.
Yeah.
But when it happens, it's that much more magical.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think that's where, like, do guests still want that? Right? Like, do you think they still want the door open and the smiles and the service and the table touch type stuff? Like, is that?
I'm going to go ahead and say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because literally I was at Verona the other day and this older gentleman was, you know, having his meal and, you know, one of the table service gals came up, did her table touch. Was like, hey, how's everything? Can I get you anything else? And he was like almost breathtaking. He was like, what?
Yeah.
What? I'm at McDonald's and they're checking in on my meal.
Sure.
Like it was cool to watch from
Yeah.
kind of like the back. It was just, and she did great, of course. And it's like, why can't you just do that all the time?
Yeah.
You know? But again, it's new shiny. So we have to how do we keep that not just for Verona, but for everybody
Yeah.
to experience that?
No, I would agree. And I would agree with you too. I think that culturally in society, we still want those things. It just isn't as prevalent as it used to be. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. That doesn't mean
Right.
that it's not everywhere. It's just, yeah, it's funny to watch customers when you do that because you can tell that maybe we didn't meet those expectations consistently, or maybe it's been a while since they've had, you know, that person come up and
Right.
genuinely interact with
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Well, and I think to both of our point, this either society or whatever, they're just not expecting it anymore.
Sure.
Because either we, the industry, or whoever has kind of set that expectation, and maybe I'm just going to throw it out there. COVID too could have set that expectation.
Oh, sure.
You know, like we're not hospitable because we're
Yeah.
distanced,
Yeah.
maybe. But now it's like, okay, it's not expected. So when we do it, it really wows them. Like, wow, that was really cool that they did that. So getting back into that routine, I think, is what's going to pull that back out.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. I mean, what was it, like 2 years, right? Where it's like, don't go near people, don't
Don't go
talk
out
to
to
people,
eat.
don't, yeah. And you know, it's easy to remember how to tie your shoes, but it takes a while to get that back. And we now have, I mean, let's face it, we're in a high turnover business, right? So all this turnover that we've had over those years, and then getting back on track, and the focuses, right, of our business, trying to just get guests back in the door. Like maybe we were wrong in some of the ways that we ramped this stuff back up, because now we're looking to break those habits again. Now we're looking to get back to the hospitality side of it. Because I don't want people to think that, and guests to think that they're just cogs in the machine, right? Because you serve hundreds of guests a day, but how do you get everyone to think that they are the one that matters? And that's, I mean,
Through hospitality.
yeah. And how do you keep that going? And how do you get that when you serve, let's say, 800 guests, right? You got to get that one. You got to open the door every time for that one. You got to at least that feeling up. Like you're not physically going to open the door for everybody. Yeah, I get all that.
Yeah.
But there's a connection there that I think is easily lost. And service or hospitality, I think, far outweighs the visit itself, right? Like you can potentially get the wrong food, but as long as you get it right, or you can potentially be missing something, napkins or whatever, or maybe you didn't get the straw, or maybe you didn't get the right drink. Like those are easy fixes.
Absolutely.
But when you have bad hospitality, you don't necessarily go to the person and be like, you're being really rude to me and I'm your customer. So it's never brought out maybe as an attention either.
Yeah, and I think hospitality is that underlying, like I think the guy said, we're as good as our last visit. And what I think is so cool is we can always do better. We can always fix those things, or, you know, correct the behavior the next time they come in.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess, you know, from my opinion on that is we don't call out bad service or hospitality. Like we don't go, like how often do you go to people and say,
You were rude. Yeah.
yeah, you're rude.
Yeah.
So now it's on us to identify those things and then bring that to somebody's attention. But I would guarantee you that the majority are people who maybe provide not quite good hospitality have those
Right.
blinders on.
Or maybe they think they are providing good
And
hospitality.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do we get better at coaching to it though too? So
That's a
at
great
Verona, you've been there and the team's been there, and we're trying to get them started on the right foot, right? Because if we can build the good habit now, we don't have to worry about it later. But that's easier said than done.
Absolutely. And brand new team.
Mm-hmm.
So what better place to start though, in my
Yeah.
opinion?
Mhm.
You've got fresh eyes, fresh people that can just really understand and grasp the concepts of hospitality from the jump, from when the doors opened,
Right.
and then just get better from there.
Yeah, but it's still hard, right?
Yeah,
The
for
hospitality piece is still hard. So I think just being in the service industry and trying to spread the hospitality is just a constant coaching opportunity to, and you got to shadow it, right? Like, or you got to demonstrate, you got to be that example for people. And sometimes even as leaders, we get so busy and we miss opportunities.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So whether you're a leader, crew person, or anywhere in between,
Yep.
always work on finding the hospitality moments.
Right. Treat every guest like the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Cool. Well, thanks guys for listening. Make sure to stick around. We've always got more jam-packed, fun leadership stuff for you.
Right.
So,
And Sam's Costco, we're good. Shop at either.
yeah,
I get it.
We're fine. We're fine.
But definitely with us.
Listen, learn, lead. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for joining us on Buns, Burgers, and Big Ideas. We hope today's episode inspired fresh ideas for your leadership journey. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and keep learning with us as we continue to explore leadership in the QSR world. Until next time, take care and lead well.